It's November, it's feeling very autumnal, and winter is fast approaching, but there's still seeds you can be sowing. So here's what we're sowing at the trial garden at the moment to give you a little inspiration of what you could be sowing at this time of year. If you haven't done so already, you can still get in some overwintering broad beans and peas, and we've just launched this new pea, alderman, in time for you to try this year. Now, I wouldn't plant them outside at this stage. I would plant them into an unheated greenhouse or polytunnel, into a module tray for the broad beans and into drain pipes for the peas. It works much better than trying to extract them from module trays. Microgreens are great for growing at this time of year. You can grow them at any time of year, but they're brilliant in winter where you haven't got as much stuff growing as quickly, and you can get an instant germination fix. You can be harvesting in as little as 7 days from these, so it's kind of instant gratification gardening, which I really like. If you want to have a bit of fun indoors, why don't you try growing some basil or some lettuce on your windowsill? Just treat them both as cut and come crops. You just sprinkle them finely over the surface of moist compost and put the pot on a sunny windowsill. It does have to be a sunny windowsill, and north-facing one is not going to do it. If you have grow lights, why don't you get some micro tomatoes going? Now, you do need grow lights. A sunny windowsill is not going to do it. It's not going to have enough hours of daylight. You do need the grow lights, but if you do, they work really, really well. At the moment, we've got a fabulous little crop of micro tomatoes on the go inside the jungle room. I don't really think of growing tomatoes in winter, but because of that, it's a particularly fun and rewarding crop to grow in winter. Finally, if you want to have a little bit of fun, why don't you think of planting some trees or some house plants? These can be started at any time of year, so starting them in the house in winter works great. We've got an edible passion fruit. Now, this is the proper passion fruit that you get in the supermarket, the delicious one, not the hardy one that you usually find in the UK. Or maybe you should start your pomegranate tree. We get a fantastic crop of pomegranates every single year from the tree in the polytunnel. It does need that little extra bit of heat if you want to have fruit set, but you can grow these outside of the UK, just that you'll only get fruit in the warmest of summers. So yes, winter's approaching, but it doesn't mean that it should ruin all the fun, and I find that a little bit of winter propagation really helps chase away the winter garden blues and get us through till next season.